Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to install a printer via its IP address in Windows 11. So we did a video on this a long time ago, but it was for Windows 10 and the instructions are a little bit different because the settings in Windows 11 are different than how you do it in Windows 10. So let's say you have a printer and it's not connecting to your computer, you're trying to install it and Windows is not recognizing it. You could try this method to do so, or if you just want a static IP address for reliability, this is a nice way to do it. So this will work for Wi-Fi printers and networked, slash Ethernet printers, but it's not going to work for a USB only printer because it doesn't have a network connection. All right, so if we go to the Windows settings, Bluetooth and devices, printers and scanners, so we have this one printer already ready to go here. So this is not the one we're going to be doing. We're going to be installing another HP printer. So this process will vary depending on the printer model and the brand, but we're going to kind of give you a general idea of how to do this. All right, so we're going to click on Add Device here. And so this is normally where you would have the problem where it's not going to find it. So if it times out, or if you don't want to wait for it to time out, you could click on Add a New Device manually. All right, so we're going to be doing the Add a Printer using an IP address or host name option here. So you're going to need the IP address of the printer. So to do so, you're going to have to print out the configuration page for that printer and find the networking section and then find the IP address. So that's going to vary obviously depending on your make and model. So that's going to be up to you. All right, so once you find that IP address, you could test the connectivity by opening up a command prompt. So type CMD in the box down below, click on command prompt. So ping, P-I-N-G, and then the IP address for that printer. So in my case, it's 192.168.1.200. Press enter. And then if you get the 4 replies, you know it's working on the network, or at least it could see it. All right, so we're going to use this number in the box here after we click on next. So we're going to pick TCP IP device from the dropdown and then type in the IP address. Then it's going to automatically name the port the same. And you could leave this checked to see if it finds the printer and select the driver to use. Probably got a 50-50 chance of that working. So click on next. So now it's going to give you some generic built-in drivers and also HP. So these are some leftover drivers from other printers that I have, like the 4630, like we saw on the previous page here. And some PCL6 drivers. Then you have some Microsoft drivers. All right, so now this is where you're going to need to get your driver for your printer. You can try Windows Update, but this tends to just kind of think for a long time and then doesn't find it. So you could try it, but it's probably not going to work. So in our case, it's an HP printer. So we're going to go to the HP website, click on printer. Now we're going to type in the model name here. So this is a LaserJet M118DW. So this part is going to be different for you as well, depending on your brand and so on. So for HP, you usually have a variety of options here. So this one, for example, here has the full software solution with the printer driver, but this will be an executable file. So something you could double click to run a setup program and find the printer that way. But that's not what we want for an IP connected printer. So we have basic drivers, universal print drivers, and some other options here. So depending on your needs, let's say you need a PostScript driver, you could pick this one. But if you just want the basic one here, we'll pick the PCL6 driver. And then this is for ARM processors. So you most likely have an Intel or AMD processor, so you don't want this. So we're going to choose the PCL6 driver, stick it on the desktop. All right, we'll go to the desktop here. We need to unzip this file here. So we'll right click, extract all, stick it on the desktop. And now you can see we have all these driver files here, which are the INF files. Sometimes you'll have this drivers folder, but don't let that trick you because in this case it's .4 and then WinXP, so that's obviously not going to work. All right, so this is where it gets a little tricky, trying to figure out which driver to use. So let's close this here first and go back here and click on Have Disk. And let's browse to that folder. Okay, so now you can see it narrowed it down to INF files because that's all it's looking for rather than all those other files here. So if you want to just try different ones, you could do that and see if it works. Or you could do a little research and find out which one. I happen to know it's this one here. So what you can do, we're going to use a little bit of AI for this. We're going to take a screenshot of this with the snipping tool. Type in snipping. We'll just go like this. And we're going to use Google Gemini. So if you go to the Gemini website, just do a search for Gemini, and Gemini will let you paste in pictures. You could use Copilot. The Copilot app doesn't let you paste in pictures, so Gemini is good for this. So if we just paste this in, Control V, and I could go what driver should I use for my HP LaserJet M118DW printer? Because that's my model there. Let's see what it says. All right, so it's saying to use the same one, the 345U, and it's telling me why. Then you can see this one's for faxing, for scanning, status monitors. All right, so we're going to use that one here. Click on OK. All right, so now it's going to give us the PCL6 drivers, and we're going to pick the top one here. It's usually the best bet to pick the one that doesn't have a version. So it's not going to say the printer name because these are universal print drivers. So normally if you installed a printer and Windows found it, it would have a driver with the printer name in that driver. So this one's not going to do it, so just be aware of that. Click on Next. So this one already has a driver. So you're not going to see this screen if you are doing this for the first time. So we'll pick Replace. This computer already had this printer installed, so that's why I'm seeing this screen here. Now here's where you want to name it, otherwise it's going to be named after the driver. All right, so now if you have other computers on the network, you could share it with them and actually give it a specific share name and location and comment, but we're not going to do that. We're just using it for us here. And now you could print a test page when you're done if you wanted to. So let's click on Finish. Go back to the settings here. And now we have our new printer. And if we click on it, we could print a test page from here, look at the properties. So if we go to ports, here's that port we made right there. And you could actually change it from here or configure it or add a new one. And here is our driver. And if you click on New Driver, you could go through and pick a different driver from that list. You can see we have the same page here. Just like that. All right, so once again, just click on Add Device. Go through the process here to add it manually. Choose the option for IP address. Make sure you find your IP address first from your printer configuration page. Type it in the box. Download your driver. Find the right driver file and install that driver. And that's all there is to it. I know it's a little bit complicated, but that's what you need to do if you want to do it the manual method. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.